Checking in on this hyperactive tropical season, as expected, we have these two tropical systems to talk about early this week. Now, we will not end up with two hurricanes in the Gulf of Mexico at the same time because Marco is now a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm and encountered a really hostile environment for tropical systems overnight with strong wind shear. There's a little bit less wind shear for it this morning, but it has weakened to 50 miles per hour. It is bringing some rain bands into, as you can see, the coast of Louisiana, as well as Mississippi, Alabama, and we're getting some fringe effects from the storm here in the form of these showers that we're dealing with this morning. Gradual weakening should continue with this storm as it skirts right along the Louisiana coast. It may or may not make landfall as a weak tropical storm tonight into early tomorrow morning. Then it becomes a tropical depression. So just a glancing blow for the Gulf Coast from Marco. Not much of anything really for New Orleans, some wind, some rain, but probably not tropical storm force winds. As you can see, the forecast shows just a 30 to 40% chance of seeing tropical storm force winds in New Orleans. Now, as we run this out here through the end of the period, you'll notice the next storm comes in, and that one looks like it could be considerably stronger. That is, of course, Laura. And that one has the potential to bring some significant hurricane conditions to parts of the Gulf Coast. So let's take a look at Laura. As of 8 o'clock this morning, it is south of Cuba, but hugging the south coast of the island. So that is preventing it from rapidly intensifying. It does have winds of 65 miles per hour. It is moving west-northwest at 21 miles per hour. As that storm gets out into the Atlantic Ocean, it will get into an environment that's pretty favorable for intensification. So it should go from a tropical storm to a hurricane, and then a strengthening Category 1 and probably Category 2 hurricane as it moves west to west-northwest across the Gulf of Mexico. The exact track of Laura is still somewhat in question. So when you look at this map right here, you'll notice that the cone is from just south of Houston all the way up through central Louisiana. I still think there's a chance that this storm goes even farther south into the coast of Texas than what is pictured right here. We'll know a lot more about it once it gets away from Cuba and into the Gulf of Mexico. In any event, when this storm makes landfall sometime in the middle of this week, late Wednesday or early Thursday, it is likely to do so as a hurricane and possibly an intense enough hurricane to cause some considerable damage. So interests along the Gulf Coast from Texas to Louisiana really need to keep a close eye on this system. What's left of it may eventually bring some rain into North Georgia sometime over the weekend.